sleeve. Just one of those mistakes that can happen as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The corners are walked up tight. Back to throw, it's Manning. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Snags it inside the 20. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Touchdown, Longhorns! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. He wants to change this route. Wide receiver going in motion. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Makes the catch on the left. It's a seam wide open. He's at the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Georgia.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14. That one's going to get a little star mark beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Here comes the heat. A full dive to haul that one in.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
Wants to throw on first down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The Longhorns have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas!
You got to wonder if that's going to be the play that changes the momentum in this game for the offense. It had been tough. They were up against it here early in the game, but the quarterback now starting to find a little bit of a rhythm. Really nice touch and throw on that touchdown. And here we go. This might be the play that gives them their confidence.
Oh, do you just hate to see it? Blew the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Branch. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. to the air on first down. That's caught. It's Humphries. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Dogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Humphries. He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5.
Man, how about the first half this guy's having? He already has 2 touchdowns, picks up a huge first down right here. On defense, you're going to have to find a way to control this guy. You're going to have to make some big-time adjustmts at halftime.
The offense changing the play. Dropping back, it's Stockton. He uncorks one deep. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Wants to go up top on first down. Wide open downfield. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. This offense has been running wild in the first half, but wait, they want more before they go to the locker room. They'll try to power it in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. On second and goal, he carries again. Just hammer it with this running back again. He noses his way into the end zone.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he added the extra point. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority one. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half.
Georgia, 42, Texas, 20.
Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive.
Offense will take over. First and 10.
This drive will open from the 15. Looking for a man. It's Manning. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Yeah, this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. The Longhorns headed quickly to the line. Looking downfield on first down. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
You don't see that very often. You don't see the big tight ends with the soft mitts and the big, huge hands and the nice, sticky gloves. You don't see them drop many of those balls that hit him right there in the hands. That was a missed opportunity by the tight end right there.
And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On third down, going up top. Blasted as he lets it go. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
That is a good omen for this defense. They were getting lit up in the first half. They knew something had to change. So to set the tone like this early on their opening drive of the third quarter, to get a stop on third, that should really help their confidence.
Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, baby.
Yeah, and it's just...
No, he loses the ball after the huge gain. Touchdown, Dogs! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it.
That play right there may take a year off of the head coach's life. He thought his offense was going in for an easy score. They fumbled it. Could have been a disaster, but very lucky to pounce on it, and they get the touchdown regardless.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. Fielded in the end zone. It's Moore. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone.
Offense will take over. First and 10.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Owens. Firing to the right, complete. Oh, he got loose. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Took just one play, and they got it almost to midfield. First down from the 49. Looking to throw on first down. Complete to the left. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to throw it. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Fires toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot there.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop.
Turning on the Jets.
A lot of smiles right now in this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Give to the back. Oh, he's got some space.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Georgia 49, Texas 20.
They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. The handoff, keep working on that clock.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Takes the handoff. It's Frazier. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And the Bulldogs pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. They'll run it from the gun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Dogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
But when you've had the day that this guy's had so far, why not hand it off to him on 3rd down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
They go to the ground. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snaps, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating a loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
It was billed as a clash of heavyweights, but only one answered the challenge in this one. And now, it's not just that they lost the game. They're going to have to answer for the way they lost the game.
It's one thing to lose to a really good team. It's another thing to get blown out. And